goal of Western education is to teach students to think for themselves. Students learn skills and attitudes that help them discover new knowledge. No other major culture wants children to think for themselves. Western students argue with teachers and parents. Most cultures want students who are polite, well-behaved, listen to seniors, know their place. Students learn right answers and social rules. No one asks for their opinion. What do Western teachers want from students beside their opinion? Their main expectations are students learn and use critical thinking skills. Be open-minded. Ask questions if they don't understand. Speak up in class discussions. Share ideas with others. Work well in teams. Offer clear and accurate messages. Do your teachers want you to do these things? Speak up in class, ask questions, work in teams, use critical thinking skills? Think about that for a few seconds. I'll wait. In other cultures, most teachers don't want those things, and most international students have almost no experience. Question a teacher in front of a class, speak up in class, share your opinion in front of the class, use critical thinking skills. Every one of these skills, though, are important in school, work, and life in the West. Were you surprised the first time a student disagreed with the teacher in front of the class? It's common here, and as long as it's done politely, most times it doesn't bother the teacher. If it's done impolitely, though, that person might be in big trouble. Critical thinking means you question, interpret, evaluate, and form an opinion about what you read, hear, watch, say, or write. Critical thinkers are skeptical, open-minded, fair, care about the quality of evidence, pay attention to what others think, and will change their mind when reason suggests they should. We start learning critical thinking skills in middle school when teachers start asking us why questions. What's a why question? Well, let's say it's a test on ancient Greece. A normal question would be, who taught Aristotle? You would answer Plato, right answer, test over. A why question asks, why did Plato choose discover new knowledge as a goal? There's no one answer, just lots of opinions. Real life is full of why questions. You want to buy that house? Why? You want a Tesla? Why? You ask for a raise at work, and the boss asks, why do you deserve a raise? Your girl or boyfriend sadly asks, why should I marry you? Answers to why questions are all logical arguments. What's that? Well, think of saying, for these reasons, this is the right answer. That's a logical argument. Here is a story about how important critical thinking is at all levels of society. When I was 11, I told my mom I didn't want to go to church anymore. Well, Mom really believed in church and was unhappy. What would your mother do if you told her you didn't want to do something that was important to her? She'd be unhappy, just like my mom. Well, Mom told me this story after my daughter was born. I'd forgotten it. Seems Mom asked me why I didn't want to go to church, and I told her, well, Mom, I just don't believe it, Mom. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I gave her some examples, and she said I could stop going. She wasn't angry at me. She told me she had a little cry after I left. Her little boy was growing up. She was proud of me. Why? Because I could think for myself and make a logical argument. Learning to think logically changed my life. It's the best, most useful thing I've ever learned in a classroom. There is a video at my YouTube site, Cross Culture Solutions, called Thinking Logically Saved My Life. It's embarrassing, but it does explain me. So that's it for now. Let's move on.